So the desperation among the youth makes them be gullible or makes them be an easy target to brainwash, an easy target to bring in new ideas and to make them believe in that particular new ideas.
Today we are going to talk about brainwashing.
Yes.
Mimi nimekuwa nikiamini mambo mingi sana. Lakini kigogo amekuja, ameanza kuniambia no, this is not the right way.
Ameanza kukuambia sio hivyo. Vile unavyoamini si ukweli. Anakupatia ukweli mwingine.
Na ananiambia sasa yake ndio sasa ukweli kabisa.
Yake ndio ukweli kabisa. Brainwashing ni vile tu the word says. Brainwashing. Washing of the brain. Yani brain inaoshwa what it initially believed in. Na mtu anaweka something else that probably you did not believe in. Now you are getting new information. You are getting reforms in your mind. So brainwashing is basically attitudinal change. You are changing your attitude from what it was before. Your brain is being washed. You are altering the human mind. You are altering the human mind to believe in something that was not there before. The person does not actually, when you are doing brainwashing, when someone is brainwashed, they don't reason for themselves. They have to keep consulting because they whatever they believed in has been removed and now something else has been put. So it is like a thought reform that what you used to believe before is not true. So you need to believe in something else. You start complying on something else, or you start believing in something else. And it is just a kind of persuasion. You are persuaded. You are indoctrinated. Or you are given propaganda. You know, propaganda is not something which is true. It is something which is it is something which has been manipulated to look like it is the truth, but yet it is not the truth. So the mind is made to believe in propaganda. It is a kind of a social influence where now maybe a group of people, they replace the behaviors that were there before, and they come up with new behaviors, or they are given new behaviors, they are given new attitudes, they are given new beliefs. So brainwashing generally is like clearing what was in the brain and putting in something else, removing what was there in the brain, removing the belief system that you had before, removing everything that you had known you as a person, and now putting in things that probably are new ideologies, new beliefs, new attitudes, and so on. So generally that is what brainwashing is all about. Yes.
Now, Madam Joyce Mghoi,
yes,
I would like you to kindly talk about the youths being brainwashed by politicians, because if you listen to most of the youths now, they are talking of kusalitiwa, they are talking of tuliambiwa nini, sasa mambo ni magumu, we are paying taxes, we don't know what.
Every time there is a new government, there has to be new changes. There has to be new changes. There have to be new things that come up, and so on. So yes, right now there is there are different types of brainwashing. We have religious brainwashing. People can be brainwashed through religion. We have political brainwashing. Now, like what you're talking about is political brainwashing. We even have relationship brainwashing. We have employee brainwashing. We have, all those kinds of things. So political brainwashing, like currently now in Kenya now, turn right, turn left, move forward, move backward. Everybody is talking about, the new changes and the new things that the government has introduced that were not there before. So you can already see it is a brainwash from what was there before to now what is coming in. The new things that are coming in, right, left, and center. You're being told this, that, and so on. And these things were not there before. So it is a kind also of brainwashing. But again, it can also be looked at as some politicians now have taken advantage of this particular situation, and they have now planted in the youth, they have planted in the community a feeling of things cannot be better. there is no hope. Everything is desperate. Everything is frustrating. Everything. So nobody is looking at the positive side. People are looking at the negative side. And basically it is that, removing, what was there before, putting in new ideas. Then someone now takes advantage of that situation, manipulates the situation, and now makes it worse, and puts in the youth, so that now the youth will feel desperate, frustrated, and so on. And you know why it is easy for the youth to be in that situation, or to be brainwashed? It's because of the unemployment. We have a lot of unemployment among the youth. We have a lot of idleness among the youth. We have a lot of drugs and alcohol abuse among the youth. So the desperation among the youth makes them be gullible, or makes them be an easy target to brainwash, an easy target to bring in new ideas, and to make them believe in that particular new ideas. So basically that is what could be happening among in politics. But it's not to say that there is nothing that is positive, or there is nothing that is good. I normally say, me as a person, I normally say, sometimes give people time. Give people time to see whether what they are talking about will actually work. But again, they should be able to sit down and discuss and agree on the things, to not to make it so desperate, not to make it so frustrating. And the youth not to also be gullible, in the sense that they are, being told, this thing, it can never work. So, when you put that negative attitude in someone, you actually destroy their future, because they don't see anything possible. They become frustrated, they become, hopeless, and therefore they don't look around and see any hope, or they don't look around and see that there's something that they can do. So we have the political brainwashing. We also, political brainwashing, James and Kigogo, is like what I mentioned here sometimes during the time of Majimaji Revolution. The idea that even if they shoot us, we will
die.
we will not die. That's a brainwash. A gun will kill you. A bullet will kill you. A spear will kill you. But then someone has put in you that you will not die. Now, I want to say this. We have negative brainwashing and we have positive brainwashing. Positive brainwashing is like when I tell you, you'll make it in life. That's positive brainwashing. But maybe you come from a family where nobody has ever made it in life. Nobody has ever traveled beyond your village. Nobody has ever built a permanent house. Nobody has ever bought a car. So you come from that kind of an environment, from that kind of a community where people believe they can't make it in life. When I come with a new ideology and tell you, you can make it in life. Have you gone to school? Yes, you can make it in life. You can be able to progress. Believe in yourself. Look for opportunities. You'll be able to get the opportunities, and you'll be able to become something in life. Now, I'm brainwashing you, and I'm putting in new beliefs. So maybe you may start saying, me, the way I come from a poor family, me, I come from, I don't know what kind of a family, my parents, my what, but I continue to tell you, you will make it. You can make it. With God, everything is possible. Continue to believe. Continue to apply for jobs. Continue to search. Continue to find out how you can do good application letters, good cover letters. Continue to search how you can go for an interview, how you can attend an interview, how you can answer questions properly. When I do that, I am brainwashing you, but in a positive way. So that now you end up getting what? Success. So even when you go to schools and you tell the student you are getting a DS, but it's possible for you to be able to get a B. It is very possible. Let us look at the strategy. Let us look at the goals. Let us look at the things that you need to do. It is possible for you to get a B. You are brainwashing, but then in a positive way. So we need to also know there is that. Then we have religious brainwashing. Religious brainwashing is like what has now been happening in Shakahola. That is religious brainwashing. And it's not only Mackenzie's or whatever. There are many religious organizations that are brainwashing people. Like when we had the Yesu wa Tongareni, that's a kind of what? Brainwashing, really. So we have also religious brainwashing. Then we have relationship brainwashing. You see someone who is very sober, someone who is very stable, someone who has a good self-esteem, that person gets married. And immediately, the self-esteem starts going down. They can't leave their house. They can't say hi to anybody. They cannot visit their parents. They cannot talk to their sisters and brothers. They are in the house and they have been brainwashed completely by the husband that this is how our wife should behave. Our wife So we also have relationship brainwashing. That someone has gotten married, they were okay, they were even working. Then you hear they have resigned. They have resigned. They are no longer working. They are in the house. The husband is working, yes, but then the lady is not working, and therefore the belief system has totally changed. Even if you go to visit them, they have a lot of fear. They have a lot of fear and they don't want you inside their houses. So we also have relationship brainwashing. We also have employee brainwashing. You can work in an organization and you completely change. You completely change in your beliefs, in your attitudes, and everything else that you do.
Now, Madam Joyce Mghoi, welcome once again.
Asante.
Referring to the Shakahola massacre that we had previously touched on before the break. Now, is there where most of the victims belong to the female gender? Is there any gender that is easily brainwashed than the other? Because our listeners tend to
naona uko na siasa hapo kidogo lakini it is okay. By the way, it is very true. It is very true that ladies, women are more gullible. They are more gullible than men. They believe easily, they trust easily, and they move easily without asking so many questions. They're not like men. Most men, unless you convincing them that this should be, no. It needs some time. But for ladies, they are very easy to trust. They are very easy to believe. They are very easy to move and do things that otherwise they were not doing before. So yes, women are more gullible. Another thing that makes ladies become more susceptible to brainwashing is because of desperation and frustration. Because you would find that most of the ladies or some ladies are the ones that are taking care of their homes. They are taking care of their children. Some of them are single parents. Someone gave them pregnancy. They didn't take care of them, and therefore they could be there with 2-3 children. They have no income. They have no resources, and they have to take care of these children. So you find that women, because of the desperation and the frustration, some of them go through raising their families and raising their children, they become more susceptible to brainwashing. Anything that looks like it is giving them some kind of hope, they run there. Anything that is looking like there is hope there, they will run to that particular hope. So yes, women are more gullible and they are more susceptible to brainwashing than men. Men, it takes time because they reason. I think men also have a kind of a don't care attitude, and so so they don't really go very quickly with something that has come, with a new thing that has come. So you find that most of the time, even when we talk about connings, most of the time ladies are the ones that get conned. They are easily conned because of they trust very easily, and they don't ask very many questions. They don't ask very many questions. So yes, it is true that in most of the times you find that ladies are the ones that are more gullible. But of course, even in churches, who are the most
Actually,
who are the most?
When you attend that service, you're surprised that most of the attendants
are ladies.
Exactly.
Yes, most of the attendants
I
are ladies.
That's a natural.
Yes.
Cannot be,
So in the real sense, yes, they could be more gullible in terms of brainwashing. Yes.
The brainwashers now.
Yes.
Do they follow some specific steps?
The brainwashers are very clever people and they are very persistent people. The first thing they do to brainwash someone is to attack their identity. They attack an identity of someone. They twist what you believe about yourself or who you are. They twist what you believe. They tell you you are not a man. They will tell you that you are not a man. You are not a woman. You are not. You are not a Christian. You are not a this. You are not that. You are not educated. You are not. You are not what you think you are. That is what they do. They attack your identity, or they attack the person's identity first. So when someone keeps on telling you every day, or you wake up every day and they tell you you're not a man, you're not educated, you're not who you think you are, you're not. This. You're not that. already it gives you exhaustion. You get exhausted because you try to explain yourself. I am a man. They tell you no. I am a Christian. They tell you no. I believe in Jesus. They tell you not the one that you believe. You know, you don't believe in Jesus the way you're supposed to be believing in Jesus. You know, you're getting that. So they exhaust you. They totally exhaust you by telling you what you believe in is not the real thing. They exhaust you, then they bring confusion. You become confused. Then you become disoriented. Disoriented because if you had faith, I have faith in Jesus. I believe in Jesus. He's my savior. He has delivered me and all that. Then they tell you, no, you don't believe in Jesus. I'm a Christian, you're not a Christian. And they wake up every morning and do that. Every morning and do that. They give you a lot of confusion. You become disoriented because now what you believe in, you are being told is not the right thing. The thing that you believed in is not the right thing. Then they use guilt. They now bring in guilt. After now you have been disoriented, you are confused, your belief system is being thrown off, you know, and so on. They bring guilt and they make you feel guilty. They make you feel bad. They make you feel you are a sinner. They make you feel you are not good enough. They make you feel you are not good enough. So they use the guilt. So now here you are. They have attacked your identity. Now they have brought in some guilt. Then they bring in self-betrayal. Self-betrayal is like they tell you your father is not good. Because your father did this and that. Your mother is not good. Your mother did this and that. Your sister is not good. The people around you are not good. So you see self-betrayal. You feel now you've been betrayed by the people that otherwise you trusted. These are the people you trusted in. These are the people that you have been living with. But now all of a sudden you are being told they are not good. They are not good enough. So they bring in that self-betrayal. And that one now starts making you feel guilty, feel bad about yourself. And then after that, they push you to a breaking point. A breaking point where now you start asking yourself, who am I? You know, where am I? You know, what am I supposed to do? What is my purpose in life? What am I supposed to do? What is it that I am supposed to do? So it brings in a nervous breakdown. It brings in a nervous breakdown. Sometimes you find them crying, you find them sobbing, you find them depressed. Now you reach at that particular level. The brainwasher is very patient. He's taking you through all these things to break you completely. So after that, he brings in something like leniency. He brings in something like now there is a possibility of salvation. You know, don't feel so desperate. There is a possibility of what? Salvation. So you hang on him. You hang on him. You hang on her because now I'm a letter, something like a hope. Then after that, he brings in issues of maybe confession or you repent or you denounce what was there before. You now denounce what was there before. There is some hope, but you need to denounce what was there before. You need to denounce your people. You need to denounce your belief system. You need to denounce everything that you knew about or everything that you had believed before. Then after that, they now bring in an issue of you after repenting or denouncing something that you need to do to be able to be forgiven or to be able to be now completely accepted. Maybe some kind of rituals, maybe some kind of baptism or some kind of initiation like that. Then after that, now you reach an area where there is harmony, and you reach an area where you feel like you are now a newborn. You've now removed all the other things that you believed in that are not bad, that are not good, as told by this particular person. Now you are a completely new person. Now you are reborn into that particular community, into that particular isolated group. And in most cases, this group is isolated. This group is it's dependent on this charismatic person or this person that is giving them ideas. So they are completely dependent on this particular person, and sometimes they are isolated from the rest of the people. So that's what the brainwashers do. They attack your identity. They make you believe that what you believed in is not the right thing. You need to believe in something else that is better. And then they tell you the people around you are not good enough. They criticize them and so on. So they completely alienate you. They alienate you from what you believed in. They alienate you from the people that you believed in, the people that you loved, the people that you are living with. And then now after that, they put in their new belief system. Now you become a new person, but a new person following them. Yes, that's what they do.
Wow. called Madam Joyce Mghoi. Now we have talked a lot of things. We've talked about brainwashing. We've
Yes.
also talked about the types of brainwashing, the steps now brainwashers use to brainwash people. But now let's look at the effects of brainwashing.
Yes. Now, brainwashing, of course, has a lot of effects. Already, if you have said someone is attacking your identity, removing what you knew about yourself, and now telling you you're not that person, telling you that the people around you are not good enough, already that is giving you a lot of desperation. So there is a lot of desperation. There is a lot of frustration. There is a lot of anxiety. So there are many effects. One of them is confusion. When someone comes and tells you, oh, you believe in Jesus, but you don't believe the right thing, or they give you confusion. Already they give you a lot of confusion. So you go wondering, all these years, you mean I've not been believing the right way, and so on. Yes, exactly. So then you become disoriented. Disoriented is not knowing now, where are you? Where am I? I am not this. I am not that. I am not this. These are the people that have been around me. They are not good enough. So who am I? Where am I? What am I supposed to do? There is a lot of disorientation. Then there's a lot of fear also. There is a lot of fear of the unknown, fear of the unknown, and fear of the repercussions of all this that is going on around you. Then there is a lot of anxiety. There is a lot of anxiety that goes on there. There's a lot of depression. Someone is depressed, someone is sobbing, someone is crying, someone is repenting and repenting and repenting, or denouncing and denouncing and denouncing, all that, making them feel depressed. Then some of them have suicidal thoughts, like now what you see in Shakahola. As much as on suicidal thoughts. Yani wewe mwenyewe umekubali to die. You yourself, you have agreed that you need to do what? You need to die. Either by hunger, and if you don't die by hunger, they either, strangle you, or they hit you with something. That is suicidal thoughts and suicidal ideations. You are ready to do what? To die. There is a lot of anger. There is a lot of loneliness. So those are some of the effects that people get. And of course, there is the death of careers, which is what I normally talk about. The death of careers. Because if you are brainwashed and you are told the company you are working for is not good enough, your employer is not good enough, you are, this is what the company is all about, and so on. And maybe that's not what you believed about that company. You will definitely resign from your job to be able to follow this particular person. So the loss of career, loss of productivity, loss of income and resources for the people that were dependent on you, because there are people that, they would resign, and there are people that were depending on them, their parents, their relatives were depending on them. But once they resign and they don't have any income coming in, you can see they are going to live in poverty. So all those are effects of brainwashing. They are effects of brainwashing. When I've talked about relationship brainwashing, you are a lady, you are working, you are very productive. Now you've gotten married, you are no longer working anymore, you've resigned, you are there at home, you don't want to see anybody, you don't want to, you are there at home, and your husband has put in things in you, belief system in you, that now you are seeing the rest of the world as an evil world. That is still loss of productivity, loss of career opportunities, loss of career progression, loss of income, and so on. So those are some of the effects that are there.
But Madam Joyce Mghoi, still in the effects of brainwashing.
Yes.
We have seen brainwashing disrupting families. We have seen brainwashing leading to families breaking up because of different ideologies.
Yes.
I'm a father, I have different ideology.
Yes.
I'm a mother,
yes.
I got different ideology.
Yes.
I'm a son, I've attended different churches.
Yes.
I got different ideology.
Yes.
Can you touch on that?
Yes, by the way, that is very true. That brainwashing also disrupts families, because you are a man. You've decided to go to a church that you are not going, or you've decided to follow a religious leader or a person that we didn't know before. So already there is the breakup of relationship there. Maybe the man goes to a different place, and the lady goes to a different place. The children go to a different place. There is disruption of family There is breakup of families that you can see people are believing something else. Like we were seeing some of the clips where they were showing that this person was here, we were worshiping with him, he was a religious leader, and then he took his family and went and left us in this particular church. Or he went alone, or he went, maybe one son went, or two sons went and left the rest of the family there. So yes, it is true. It brings breakup of families, disrupts families, and of course it brings all these effects. Yeah.
Last week, Madam Joyce Mghoi, we talked about homosexuality.
Yes.
And students and parents are waiting for the September intake
Yes.
to join colleges and universities,
Yes.
TVET.
Yes.
And here, they'll find such things. They can be brainwashed by peers, friends, and they are told, I remember myself, I was told that in this university, if you want to become a productive person in future, you must do education. Yeah. Because if you do the others,
Because they are really job available for you.
yeah, and you're told now,
Yes.
what you do, you must do an interfaculty transfer.
To do education.
Yeah.
Now, what I can say about that, I may not really call it brainwashing, but I can call it advising. Or the people that are advising you, they are talking to you from their point of view and from their world view, what they believe is the right thing to do. So it is not brainwashing per se. You still have your brain to decide to do or not to do. And they will not be attacking your identity. They will not be attacking, the people around you. They will not be attacking anything. It is just this one aspect. What course do you want to do? You tell them, I want to do this course. Then they tell you, but I think the best course is this. They're just advising you. So you can decide to take their advice or not. So it is not a brainwashing per se, because it doesn't attack your identity. It doesn't attack who you are. It doesn't leave you in confusion. It may actually make you wonder and say, okay, maybe I can consider, maybe this one is the best, maybe the one that I've picked is not good enough. It can give you that kind of a scenario, but then it quickly settles in and you make up your mind whether to do the course you came with or to do another course that someone else has advised you in. Now, when people advise you about a course, just do your research. Do the research on the course that you are being advised, and do your research on the course that you have decided to take. And then also weigh your passion, your interest, your likes, your personality, and weigh what is it that you want. Because again, people take the courses that they are interested in, not necessarily the courses that people have told them to do. And there are courses, very good courses, but you as a person, mimi hii sitaki. Naona ni kozi mzuri, kuna pesa mingi, lakini mimi sitaki, mimi nataka hii, So there is the passion, there is the likes, there is the interest that someone has to take a certain course. So when they come and they're being advised on those particular courses, to change their courses, to transfer from one faculty to another, let them sit down and check the courses and also check whether they qualify. Because again, the greatest decider on you taking a course is your academic performance. You may love a course, but if you have not performed well, you cannot be able to do it. So when they report in September, let them not get confusion. Let them listen to other people. It's good to listen to other people, what they are saying, and then they sit down and weigh down and make their own decision on the courses that they need to do. Walikuwa wanataka ukue mwalimu ndio,
They're telling you that hata ukiangalia kwa kijiji, watu wote walifanya walimu wameajiriwa.
That is what they tell you, which could be true anyway, but not all of us can be teachers again. Not everyone can become a teacher. We need journalists. We need other people also. So if you pick a course and you want to do it, do it with one mind. Do it with one mind.
Wow.
Yes.
Now, my dear listener, you got to listen, and you have heard what about the advice. For those who are joining universities, it's upon you now to listen to people and make your own decision very well.
Yes.
Now, I want us to help someone outside there who feels that he or she has been brainwashed.
Yeah.
I mean, how can she?
How can they be helped? Okay, I normally talk about life skills, and I think I really stress on life skills because life skills, they help you deal with a number of challenges. Life skills are things like critical thinking. Think about something very critically before you do it. Think about it very critically. Think about about it very well. You know, weigh the pros and the cons, you know, and then be able to make a decision. Then also creative thinking. Be creative. Be creative in your thinking. Be creative. When someone starts telling you, now stay in this house, you know, I'll bring everything for you. You know, you don't need to see your parents. You don't need to visit you don't even need to go to the church that you used to go. You don't need even your friends, you know, that were friends to you before. Be creative, you know, think creatively on how you can be able to come out of this particular situation without necessarily making drama about it. Then be assertive. Assertiveness is being able to say no and walking away with your head high. Just be able to say no. You are assertive in your decision. You are assertive in whatever it is that you're saying. Have self-esteem. Self-esteem is believing in yourself. Because we have said brainwashing is someone coming in and telling you whatever it is that you believed is not good enough. Have self-esteem, knowing who you are and what your purpose is here on earth, and being able to move with it. Problem-solving skills. Problem-solving skills. If it's a challenge that has come across, you have come across, then see how to be able to solve this particular problem. So generally, you need to make the person know that they are being brainwashed. If you are near someone who is being brainwashed, just tell them, this is brainwashing. And by the way, we have brainwashing even in the social media. We have brainwashing in the social media, up to and including advertisements. You know, advertisements are also a way of brainwashing. Telling you omoya toss, omoya aerial, you know, such like things. Which one is better?
Than the other.
So we also being able to tell people that this is brainwashing. I think you are being brainwashed. Then give them facts. Give them facts. Give them clear beliefs, clear attitudes, clear beliefs, and what you really mean by saying that they are being brainwashed. Then encourage them to have individual decision-making mechanism. Decision-making mechanism is very, very good. So that's how you can be able to help someone who is going through brainwashing, or someone who has been in an area where they have been brainwashed. You can be able to assist them. Then we also have therapy and counseling. Therapy and counseling can also be able to help them.
Naona muda umetupa kisogo, dakika ni 55 baada ya saa 2, majira ikiwa ni Afrika Mashariki. Maybe Madam Joyce Mghoi, your last words.
My last word is not everything that you are told by someone can be actually the truth. Some people have the zeal to tell you about lies and to make them look like they are real true. So go back to your own intuition, go back to your own belief system, and see whether what they are bringing in is the right thing. Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam Joyce Mghoi.